Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe and this is FS25. We have not fully figured out what exactly we need for a farm. We have a little bit of money saved, but that's not going to be enough to, well, get us everything that we need, especially if we make mistakes along the way. So before we make mistakes, how about we just get a couple more things done and then nail down what, where, how exactly to build our first farm. I'm kind of really excited for us to have chicken because this will be the perfect chicken delivery, well, egg delivery service right there. But I wanted to talk to Ben. Hey, Ben, how's it going? Yes, I need help with crops. I need help with field working. What?
How's it going?
Oh, I pressed the wrong button because I ain't smart. Oh my gosh, Ben, do you own everything around here? So what do you have? You have fertilizing, plowing, seeding, getting rid of weeds, soil grass rolling, mulching, field stones. Interesting. How do I increase the yield? Okay, so Ben is our expert in things. Got it. Oh my goodness, you know all of these things too. That is not quite what I expected. Here's the thing. I wanted Ben to be the Ben that is also on the contracts list over here because this is Ben. Ben wants baling done. But when I talk to Ben, Ben does not give me baling job. Doesn't matter that much. I just wanted to do this, and I wasn't sure how it's going to go yet. But hey, if this is the only way to do this, let's just say that we did talk to Ben. Ben just didn't want to give us what we needed. Yeah, it's just... I'm not 100% sure what I'm supposed to do with you here. Because I don't need help. What do you need help with? That is really what we're trying to figure out here. But let's get back in our little tuk-tuk and figure out what a baling contract actually involves nowadays. Because back in the day, baling contracts that were more like, 10 bales or 8 bales were kind of a drag. They took forever. You had to bale it. Well, you had to mow. Then you had to bale. Then you had to wrap. Then you had to pick up. Then you had to drive it somewhere, which usually made a decent amount of money, but not the most money, really. I did play just around a little bit, and it looks like the current high-yield contracts, especially on smaller maps, maybe a rock demo, which I've done. You can get this little thing with your skid steer, and that is fine, like a little pressure hammer. But all you have to do is drive out there, hold your thing against the rock for a little while, and then that's it. Yeah, that's literally it. The rock just pulverizes, and you don't have to pick it up or do anything else with it. So it's, I don't know, it's not super exciting. The thing that I'm curious about, we have round bale net. Okay, let's get out of here and see if we can actually open this thing. Not select camera, that's not what I want. I'm looking for a way. This is one of the new things. Enter vehicle driver, select camera, no. Maybe I don't have to worry about it yet. Because I think our contract is only expecting us to press round bales on a specific field. It doesn't tell us much else. So I don't think we have to wrap it or do anything else with it. And more importantly, I don't think we have to pick it up or anything. So we'll just see how that works. Where's the field that we have to go to? Nice. We actually get to see a little bit of a different, well, area today. And that is lovely. I do have a correction from last time. That correction was I incorrectly called Sri Lanka Eastern Europe. It is not. It is Central Europe. I was told that it's based on a location in Poland, near West Pomerania, or former West Pomerania, which in my mind just means close to Germany. Close to Eastern Germany, that is, which is where I'm from. So I'm not surprised that this feels very homey. Not homey, homey. And I very much appreciate everything that goes on here because the fields are decently sized. They are just the right, like the right square footage, square meterage, the right size to keep you busy and to just get a couple things done. And then when you're like, okay, I've done this now, you can just call it quits and you're good to go. Am I on the wrong side of the of this thing? I might be. I need to get over there. Where is everything? There's another road over there, but we have to go on this side. Sorry, excuse me. Yep, we're just making tracks. that's totally on purpose. We meant to make tracks here. That's what we were really going for. And here we are. Now, something that I did say at the end of the last episode was that we're not going to use a worker. What did they do here? There's no way the excavator spit it out this way. This is way too small for that, but okay, whatever. Turn on automatic drop. Sure, I like that. Then I would like to lower pickup. Turn on baler. See that this one works. I'm assuming it will. Okay, you can just pick up and do the thing, and we didn't even have to fill up the baler with something. If I press B, you can go to, and that's it. Okay, so you cannot have baling done with a baler. That's fine. If we hold B for a little while and see the steering assist, we can work with any width that we want and the different headlines. No field detected for preview. Really? That I don't love, but let's see if we can still get a couple lines out of this because yeah, no lane available. That I don't... no, that is not my favorite. No, I wish the whistle baling would be more of a, yeah, we can just follow the exact same lane that the harvester did, and then we're not going to miss anything, because that is what made course play so good on the previous versions, where it's just like, okay, you can set a worker onto the exact same path as we handled before. Want to see how the auto unload works, see if it's just going to stop me or if it will actually do something similar. No, it will not stop me. We'll just unload in a really bad place because I need to make sure that I don't... Yep, there we go. Cool. Let's get this done, because one thing is for sure, farm sim videos always have a short time lapse with a little bit of happy music that I have to find first, and hopefully you appreciate that. Well, and this should be the last bale coming out of our thingamabob. I'm assuming it will tell us 100% are done unless we have to do partial bales. I'm okay with partial bales. We do have to get partial bales. Okay, so whatever is in the baler. Got it. No, that's cool. I have noted that... Wow, you actually have to get 100% of this. Wow. Wow. Like, there are a couple pieces here and there, but I was a little bit... well, not exact with my picking up skills over there. Skills is the wrong word. But yeah, here we are. So, bales are done. That's cool. Are there any other contracts that we really feel really strongly about completing, or should we just start looking at an actual, you know, farm that we can have? Because baling, yeah, that was cool. Deadwood, this is more like a hide-and-seek game. You actually have to find the trees that are there that may not be very obviously marked right away. That's super fun equipment down there, but it will take forever, potentially, if you're not sure where you have to go. Fertilizing does not pay us that much anymore, so that's fine. Harvesting, we've already done a little bit of this. I don't really want to harvest your fields anymore. I would like to harvest my fields. That would be super. Here's a bigger combine for 16,000. That's the biggest field. This could run on the side. Lease cost for the equipment is pretty cheap, so we should get a little bit of money out of that if we really wanted to, but I probably would plan on having a harvester do most of this, and then at the same time figure out how we're going to set up our farm, where we're going to set it up, etc., etc. So that feels like something that I would like to do. Wood transport, that one's very complicated, especially that equipment there. it just makes it really hard to pick up anything. So no, I think we will. There's no way we can afford this large field today, and it's actually very close to where we can get where we have to drop off. So that should be nice. Let's go talk to Ben really quick. Ben, I've completed all the stuff. Give me my $1,500, please and thank you. Very good. And then let's go to our class combine. This one looks like you have a trailer attached. Very nice. That's good. We do need to get this, well, tractor out of the way first, of course. And why would they put it right under the wheels? That seems a little silly, but okay. Was there another thing? Oh, the baler had a couple mods built in, like it had a bale counter. I don't think that was a thing previously. It obviously is now, so that's cool. But just things got added. This is a new trailer. I like this trailer. Things got added, and I always appreciate that. I always just do. Where am I going to park you? I think I will park you over here, because there's a good chance... Yeah, that should be fine. There's a good chance that the combine is going to run 2 headlands before it does anything else too wild, so that is all nice. Luckily, we... I'm trying to see the bow-legged run that guy's putting together there. How necessary that is, but whatever. It's fine. It'll get us there. And we get to drive a nice large harvester, and that alone is always worth it. And once we figure out what we actually want to do, well, this one just barely fits here. Once we figure out what we actually want to do, where we want to put a farm, etc., etc., we can actually see a little bit of this guy doing the thing. I think right here is going to be a terrible place to try to get situated. You got stuck there. I did. I thought I had a little extra room, but I didn't. So swing. Well, now I'm not making this better. Nope. Okay. Do you want to push and a shove? I don't know what I want. I think what I need to do is actually go on the field. I was trying to avoid getting on the field, but I would have had to take a different path for that. So now here we are, which is another reason why I actually like small maps. This doesn't look like it. I get that. But I do like small maps because the necessity of using smaller equipment is very compelling, because the large equipment simply doesn't even fit everywhere. Yes, there would have been a different way to get here. Yes, this is probably the largest field on the map, but no, there's more to it than just that. Why are you fighting me? There we go. Get that one connected. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you stuck in the ground? What are you... I don't think that is appropriate. I don't know what it was stuck in, but it was definitely stuck in the ground, and that was a little bit annoying. No, I want that one to stay unfolded. I would like to unfold the harvester, and then just get a couple laps out of the way. Not the full lap. I'm really just gonna go up and down here twice to see what this guy's doing and how he's doing it. Ah, beautiful. Look at that guy. Just throwing it out there. Yep, like it. I like that a lot. Yes, I'm wasting a little bit of space here. What are we doing on the inside? We can see no fill level, I don't think. There. Oh, there's that icon. I would like to play with this just for a little bit. Yep, this is fine. Then I would like to activate lane. You're a little off the lane, but that's fine. And then see where it tells us that it's on. I know we played this game before, but I would really love it if at some point I can just turn off the HUD entirely and make it work. Now, I do understand that a harvest... Oh, I see it. There's a little icon right there to the right that this is off, this is on. This is off, this is on. I don't see one on the bottom screen. But it would be nice if there was a little more indicator than that. Because I would really love to be able to turn off the HUD entirely. To just be like, yep, this is now good. This is fine. This is all we needed. But as you can see, it's not always that easy. And I I don't know. They've just managed to get the mirrors updated in a way that you can actually use them all the time instead of, like, back in the day you had to turn most of them off because the calculations didn't work or something else was broken. I don't know what it was. I don't care what it was. I just know that it wasn't really working that well. So we got into a situation where you just had to figure things out. But there you go. Number of headlands, 1. That's fine. Just continue this. Yeah, we can't go to 0. Nope, we can't go to 3 or 1. Skip lines. I don't think so. Interesting. So you can have multiple machines running this, and then you can just pick which one you wanna skip. I'll do like this. Work the headlands. Yeah. Interesting. Doesn't matter. This is fine. They can figure out what they need to do from here. And who's gonna go? Susie? Yep, Susie's gonna go. Can you just make your thing happen? That would be great. And we will use the tractor whenever necessary. I think you are more than out of the way right there. Making sure that Susie's actually going to be able to do the thing. Susie, that looks great. Just keep that up. Okay, let's find a place that we feel is suitable for a nice farm. First, maybe you have to figure out what farms you can actually have. So there's farmland, yes, there's hotspots, there's soil composition, there's growth, there's crop types, active workers, great jobs, farmland. Got it. So we can click on this, we can click on this. This is the one where Walter is on. There's already a small little farm sitting there, so there's that. There's no farm space here where Ben is standing. Okay. I'm guessing, well, that's 140,000, that's a little thousand. I feel like the game would like us. Ooh, there's a little bit of room to grow here, to build our own farm. Maybe this is the best plot of land that we can afford today, because 250,000 is half of what we have. Everything else is mostly just the field. This farmland's only 50,000. I'm standing right next to it, but there is mostly trees on that one, so I know that I'm not going to be able to get that. We have a couple fields sitting over here. Yeah, field 51. You are relatively big. Farmland 21. Okay. I would like to, no, I'm not ready to commit yet. I first would like to see something. But to see something, I need my tuk-tuk. And I will attempt to not teleport too much, especially if we're this close to where we want to go. Hey dear. Bye dear. But I don't want, I don't know. That was fast that you got over here. It's not a rule. Like, when we have 2 vehicles that have to be taken somewhere, and we technically can't really take a worker yet to send it somewhere, then it's just like, well, let's just get it done, right? Let's just do a couple things here. So if we look at this little plot of land, let's zoom out so we can actually see something. It is nice and overgrown. That's good. Gives us a chance to do a little bit of terraforming and play with those tools. There's nothing wrong with that. There is a plot in the middle here that we can certainly put a house on, or a tent. I'm planning on just building it with a really small house. Now we have trees. Most of these trees are not great for firewood, but I think we may be able to actually place something on there and be relatively happy. So that's option number 1. Option number 2 is going to be out here after this field, and this field does not have any crops in it that I care about. That I want to harvest right now, because I think this guy needs special equipment, which is not super exciting. But we have the season pass. I am not excited about the fact that Giants is planning on putting real advertisements in the game. That's a little lame, but we'll just give it some time. So we have this plot. A little bit of land here. There are some rocks here that probably have to be removed at some point. But we could have a waterfront and a field right next door. We just may not be able to harvest that field right away. But this is also not a bad plot. We have a little bit of water. I like the water. I really like the waterfront out here. So this is another option. Don't worry. The owners of all these fields do not mind if I, drive all over the place and do the things. But we also have to understand that... We also have to understand, well, a couple things, really. The field that we're getting over there is not humongous, and that's okay. That is on 51. The field on 51 is good size, but we're paying 250,000 for it. And if we look, well, it's relatively big. Let's be honest. So that's 243. 21 is 81,000. We have a lot more room to expand. I think 21 is better than 59, and it only cost the cost is only slightly different, so that's okay. And then look at the money that we actually have to get a couple things done here. I think we're actually not in a bad neighborhood because we can do 21, then 47, probably 46, not 45 because we don't want that, but we can potentially do 58 and 57 as well. And then we have a couple nice fields together. Plus, we're not too far away from the shop. That does matter a little bit. It's not the end of the world if we are far away from it, but I just prefer, well, not having to drive that far when we get the slow equipment and all that other nonsense. Not nonsense, but the other required things that we don't have yet. And we have relatively good access to all the fields over here, and we can just start buying them as we have some money coming in. That should all be good. But it will be a grind for just a little while to get a couple things set up and, yeah, figure it out. We do have a house here technically that we can sleep in, but that's lame. We're going to start right here. 81,000, you're not getting a field for this, but that's what we're going to start with. Yes, please. Give me the fields that we have here. Normally, I would go a little more purposeful. This one has a lot of weeds, apparently. Is there anything on there? Growth. It is growing, and what is your crop? Crop is like the light... I don't even know. Is it cotton? Don't tell me it's cotton, please. No, it's not cotton. It's not that white. Is it sunflowers? No. Rice? Shouldn't be. Do we have any other... Parsnip? It is parsnip. What do you need to harvest parsnip? I don't want to harvest parsnip. There's sorghum over there. What's the orange one? What is the orange one? Corn. Oh, that is corn. That is not bad because we can technically just go straight to silage. That's not the end of the world. But you didn't buy that field. True. I can just sell this one though, right? I think it's selling it gives me the same money as what I just bought for it. But then this one's 243,000. We have a lot of room over here to expand into, and eventually we can totally buy the fields. Well, the fields across the street are just an easy buy anyways. We have a bunch of small fields sitting out here. The distance is really not that much different, and corn and waterfront and larger space for 150, 160,000 more. Are you sure? No, I'm not sure. I don't know at all. Do I want to sell this? I don't want to keep it. Yes, this and more you can expect on the B-Ball Joe show because things in my head just have to come out of my mouth and then you know what I'm thinking about. No, I kind of like this one. It's a little cheaper. So now we can buy this. Yes, you are parsnip, so we're not going to buy parsnip right now. What do you need for parsnip? Let's go look. What do you need for parsnip harvesting? Because there's probably a parsnip harvester, and that'll be super exciting. I don't want any of those things. Oh, actually I do. Tell me parsnip. Sugarcane category. I don't... I couldn't read it first the right way, but this is fine. We have grain, vegetables. I'm guessing parsnip is either in here. What is this? This is the white radish, I'm guessing. So you need to chop the top and then harvest with like a potato harvester. The problem with these guys is they usually just have 2 rows that they can do anything with. There's a cultivator. Yeah, everyone needs a cultivator. This is the tools used to create ridges into which you can plant your veggies. Okay, we don't need that. Special planter used to plant vegetables. Don't need that. There's not a bigger planter. That is scary. And then, yeah, this one is a top lifting harvester used to pull vegetables out of the ground. I really assume that parsnip is not going to give us that much food, so I don't really want to deal with that at all. What about sugar beet? Is there anything better here? This one looks pretty cool. I like this one. You cost a lot of money, though. Okay. Is there anything over here that you're interested in? We have this trailer that needs all kinds of things. We have a seed crops like wheat, barley, canola. 53% off. I think you are a winner. Fertilizer distribution unit. Yes. I guess it's just going on the back. If you can, it's only 5,000. Yes, please. If you can make life a little easier by only taking 1 lap instead of 2 laps on something, it's totally worth it. So let's buy this one just because it's cheap. It's distracting, but that is fine. We have a cultivator that is rather large that requires at least 330 horsepower. As tempting as it is, I don't think I can afford a tractor that can pull this thing, so that's not going to happen. Go back to figuring out what fields you're going to get then. Okay, all I really have to do is figure out what's growing currently on those fields, and then we can do the thing that we want to do. So this one definitely has the green beans? You do have green beans. I wouldn't mind harvesting green beans. In the beginning, it makes a lot more sense to just harvest things that you have, but I think right now we should just go for 30 and 18. Now 18, you just put the bales down. Okay, how about corn then? Corn is not a bad idea, and you have 3 fields that are not terribly expensive probably available here. I kind of like corn. Let's do corn because we can, there we go. With corn, we can collect it or we can silage it. Silage would make us a lot more money. I do need a little more setup for that, but that is fine. And I should probably have figured out if, is this one corn? Yeah, this one's corn. I should have probably figured out if these are fully grown or not yet. I have 222 left. Now I have 2 fields. I think we're going to start with that and we'll just see what happens next. Growth type or growth wise, they're both in the early growing stages. That is good. And there are several that are ready to harvest, but we don't need those yet. And that is fine. Interesting choice by the worker, and it looks like you're actually waiting for me to get you some stuff picked up, and we can figure that out. And we will see if the harvester, not the harvester, but the worker is smart enough to make a little bit of room so we can actually pick up what they have there or not. Maybe that's why they started in the middle. That's totally possible. That's totally a thing that could happen. I think the light is making this a little hard to see, but there's actually slight ground deformation here. And just overall, the vehicles feel like they're actually here compared to 22, where they just felt like they are this thing. they're just there. So let's jump in the tuk-tuk, get out of the way, and plan a little bit of what we want to do here, because there should be a nice way to build something. I don't care that there's a curb right here, but because I kind of want to go right in there, I'm just not 100% sure how I want to get in there yet, but we're going to get in there. Placeables, where is that? Animal dealer, construction. Construction sounds like something that I want. Farmland. Interesting that you go there from here, but okay. Construction is what I really wanted. So this is our land. What are you going to buy? All the important things. I would like to... I don't like that I have to use different parts of the controller for similar menus. That seems a little silly, but okay. What do we have here? We have a... No, there we go. We have a farmhouse, comes with a kit and must first be assembled. Deliver required materials to construction site. It looks like it has a silo on it, or it is a silo. It was a silo at some point. There's a garage. There are all of these guys. Yeah, that looks fine. I would like the log cabin, but I also like this one, and then I like this fancy one. I'm assuming the log cabin is like has less materials to deliver. It doesn't tell me much about that. And then obviously you have to then you have to pay a little bit of placement fees for deformation, all that other stuff. We can actually place you pretty close to an existing path. That part I do not mind. And it's relatively cheap here. So yeah, we can just start there. Ground deformation, beautiful, love that. And now we can figure out what exactly we need to build that house there, because I honestly have no idea. I would like to put a greenhouse and a couple other things in there, but to run a greenhouse, there are things that you need. Did I go too far? No, the construction site is right there. So yeah, for a greenhouse, you need water, you need manure, you need fertilizer, I'm assuming you need the actual plants to grow something. So that's all relatively interesting. And yeah, this ground deformation is still not doing exactly what it's supposed to do, which is a little sad. But fine. So, how do I build you? You are here, and you are expecting what? Wood beam, plank log, planks long, planks. I don't know if this is a good idea anymore. I really don't. Can I build a tent instead? Maybe not constructibles. Shed. Yeah, these are expensive sheds. Beautiful. There's a $10,000 farm barn. Okay, but what about a house, like a tent? $8,000 farm barn. I'm guessing those don't even have doors that you can open, so I'm not sure that's very helpful. There's a farm barn. Farm barn, farm barn, farm barn, shack. Obviously, these are all supposed to be sheds, so that makes sense, but not quite there yet. Tools, farmhouses, 55,000 is a little trailer, or these things. Well, part of the task is going to be actually building up our house and hopefully having what we wanted all along. Eventually, that will be super. Tools. Are our greenhouses in here? Small weight station, interesting. Large weight station. Vehicle workshop, yes. We got the Kirche. And we got the weather station. It improves the weather forecast. That is cool. I like that. Containers, yeah, we just have a little bit of water. Bowsers and containers here. Nothing too exciting there. These were the constructibles. We were already here. Silos. I'm surprised to not see the greenhouses, really what I'm looking for, but okay, that's fine. More silos and then sheds. We can build factories. Okay. Selling point. Got it. Greenhouses. There they are. Rice saplings? No. I'm not doing rice right now. I know that's a new thing. That's a new and fancy thing, but I don't want to do rice saplings right now. That will be later on. Small greenhouse, small, large. That's the mushroom one. I heard from Jeremy that they make a little bit of money, so that's cool. More mushrooms. Tomatoes and peppers. All they need is water. So they don't even need all that much, and we can definitely get a water bowser. The problem is right now our tuk-tuk does not have a trailer hitch, and I don't think you can get it with one. So we can't do all that much there. I would like a larger greenhouse just to make more money faster. The problem is, or the question is this one? Which one has the higher volume? Because it doesn't tell me. Wherever we put this, it should be in a way. Gosh, I would love to see where the, let's see, zoom, trigger free mode off, place item, toggle snapping, zoom camera, rotate camera, tilt camera. I would like to rotate the whole thing. That's what I needed. And I think right next to the house is not a bad place. Oh, this is annoying. It's like trying to place exactly where the mouse is and not where the other thing was, but that's fine. I think there and there. If we press Y, I think was the placing free objects. There was a tooltip in the beginning when I was loading the page that when I put both of these close to each other, they should just fit there. And as you can see, the ground has had a little bit of deformation happening to it. I don't know if I can fix this. This has always been a little bit annoying. Cow pasture, yeah, we don't have enough to actually turn those on. Fences sound really cool. I would like, I think free terraforming was a thing. Level, raise lower. I would like to raise this. Land is not owned by you. You cannot raise this until we own this field, and I'm not going to own that field until it's useful. You can't, you don't own the field. You don't own anything over here at all. That's not very helpful. And now, because I started doing something, I can't even do, yeah, this is not quite helping for what I wanted to do. It just looks ugly and I'm making it worse, aren't Yes, at some point I would like to level this out, but I'm not even sure that I can own the road, so this may have been a mistake, and we just have to sell the whole plot, and hopefully someone flattens it out eventually and makes it look nice. But I don't know. So we have a couple fields, and I'm guessing, honestly, our harvester... Oh, no, you only have full. That's cool. I would like to get a little bit in here, into the... Oh, there's a problem. There's a problem. Because this water spot here may not be reachable anymore. Maybe it will. That one looks fine. Okay, there's a water barrel there. There's a water barrel here. Oh, we may not be able to pick anything up. That is going to be problematic, and there's no flipping this thing. Yeah, it's going to place it right there. Okay, so that's not going to work. Oopsie daisy. Where is the selling stuff? Where's the stuff that I own? Previous construction. Do I have to sell it from here? It's fine if I do. I made a mistake. I can own up to it. How do I sell things? Fences, cows, factory, zoom camera. No. Usually there was a section in here that was all my owned equipment. But I don't see it. So there's drivables, there's that, there's packs, no. There's used vehicles, no. Mods, DLCs, no. Other? Maybe vehicles? Hand tools, finances, statistics. Interesting. We can sell bathtub. Wardrobe, construction, farmland. I would like to sell my stuff. Would you mind letting me sell my stuff? It appears that all you have to do is go to construction and then click on the building that you have and then just sell it for 9,000. That doesn't feel like I've lost too much money on that one, so that's probably a good thing. But I would like... Oh no, I lost about half. Okay. Well, now that you know, I don't understand why they don't show the actual tooltip. Well, not the tooltip, but why they don't show the pickup location on the outside. That is a little bit silly, but whatever. Now there should be more than enough room to pick up whatever comes in here. Hopefully, at least if we have a forklift or something like that. So all we need now is a water bowser. So let's see if we can find one relatively cheap. Not sure if we will, but I would like to. And also, is there a pack that can make this happen? Transport? Nope. Wood chips, category, poplar. No. Vegetables? Probably not. I don't know that I see a category that makes me think, oh yeah, this is... What is this? You can carry pesticides and herbicides. You're just the small plot like vehicles, but that's not what I want right now. I probably have to go down all the way to miscellaneous. I'm guessing grape trailers. You're pretty. Animals, yes. Barrels. We have a small barrel for water, a slightly larger barrel for water, and then much larger barrels for water. I think this one is probably going to be our winner. Very good. Rim color is white. Obviously, the license plate is whatever it wants to be. That is perfect because now all we really need is one more vehicle. And that one more vehicle has to be able to at least pull that trailer and more things. And I have a winner, and I'm sorry it's going to be one that most people are going to use very early on because we can get this one for super cheap. We need a little bit of money left over. And we will need the, not the front weight. I want the... Where is my... Oh, I do want a front weight. I do want a 3-point hitch. And I do want the front loader attacher. I didn't like the really tall one. Sorry, it just looks funny. So I'm going to go with the lower front loader attacher because it feels more natural. And all of that for just 46,000, and we have our first tractor for 116 horsepower. Cool. So we can actually do something with this guy. And the first thing we're going to do is get free water. Let's jump into our tuk-tuk and go park it at the store. Whoa, whoa. Someone needs to do something about the road here. Eventually. I think that has always been a thing in this game, that those connections just don't survive very well. Why are you driving on the wrong side of the road? Because the tuk-tuk only has a middle seat. It doesn't tell me if I'm on the wrong or the right side of the road. So that is not super helpful. But sure, why not? This is all nice. This is all good. What are we going to do over here? We are going to get our little tractor. We have the... Oh, we did buy a seeder. I forgot about the seeder part. The cedar can actually park here because we don't need it right away. We only bought it because it was super duper cheap. What we do need right away is water for our greenhouses so they can start producing something right now, so we don't regret it later. We're not even going to buy a front load or anything like that today. Luckily, or unluckily, I don't know about this, we do have a water source right next to the house. We built on a pond. It's definitely not a creek or a lake. It's a pond. That's just on both sides of the road. That's super cool. But there are the greenhouses. There's the house that we're going to build on. And there's another tractor on a poster relatively far away. It looks like a quad track. And now it's behind a tree. If you want more obvious things from me, just let me know. Let's get around these slightly miscalculated construction problems. At some point, we're probably going to put a path in here to figure out what we need to do. And drive up to the water. Back up to this guy. And then refill water tank. Beautiful. Yeah, free water is what we want, what we always wanted, what we always will want. And you're doing an awesome job, buddy. Let's get out of here. I talked about the gears. Look at all the gears shifting here, doing the thing. Click, 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 click. I don't know that I would be able to drive that thing, so I'm glad that I don't have to. You guys, R, B, and Y. How much water do you need? Please don't tell me I should have gotten the bigger Bowser. Oh, I should have gotten the bigger Bowser. It would have been twice the money that we're never going to get back, but I don't know how much they consume every single day, so that is a potential problem. But let's fill up the greenhouses first, and I'll be right back. So I figured out a couple things. The first thing is each of the greenhouses likes 20,000 liters of water. However, we don't have a single, well, Bowser that can actually handle that, so I'm not sure how helpful that actually is. But this Bowser would require 10 trips each time to, well, get enough water into the greenhouses, which is super exciting. But at least they're all turned on now with a couple different units or a couple different things that they can run there. Look, there's still some water on the tires. That's beautiful. And the way to turn that on is simply to go to the wrench in the greenhouse, and then you can just say, hey, in this greenhouse, turn these recipes on, in the other greenhouse, turn the other recipes on, and there are only 7 available. So they're going to build some of this, and I'm guessing we already have 4 liters of chili peppers now, because reasons. It has consumed a little bit of water. I don't know how much exactly. Well, like 22. But we're going to just keep an eye on how fast they go through the water here. And that's super exciting. Because this is our own tractor, we should probably turn it off so we don't waste fuel. Then the friends over here are making progress. But as you can see, that combine is already over 60% full. So we have to make sure that we haul butt all the way over there to get that one unloaded again. And yes, the worker did not get out of the way, so we could have an easy unloading procedure. I did have to go into the crops, which made me a little sad, but I think we will survive. Yeah, so I think the original plan that I had to just run this while we're doing something else is actually not a terrible idea, because we did fill up this day pretty well, and at the end of it, we're going to get 16 or so thousand, which will pay for the water Bowser. And, well, I don't think that's that measly, right? Right. Cool. So this is just going to continue. We'll see what we're going to do at the farm. I would really like to fix the farm track. It may not be possible without mods for a little while, but at some point that will be part of the thing. If I find a good way to do it off screen, I will. I just have a feeling it's going to take a lot of tinkering before we're going to be able to do exactly what we want to do there. So that's what we have. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again next time, and we will just see how all of this continues. But until then, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.